today we're working with one of the favorite fruits from many Oklahoma gardens, and that's the strawberry. And we're going to turn it into something very, very similar to the American smoothie, but this is actually a lassi. Now that's L-A-S-S-I as opposed to Lassie the dog kind of lassi. And it's a yogurt drink from India, primarily from the Punjab region, and we're going to start with yogurt, which is generally one of the base ingredients, although sometimes it's made with buttermilk and other kinds of clotted cream. I've got a cup, and I'm using low-fat buttermilk here because we're going to keep the fat content of this down. It's plain low-fat yogurt. Do check, because when you buy yogurt these days, a lot of the containers are 6 ounces instead of 8 ounces, so look for the 8-ounce version. I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar to this. Now you may find that you could reduce the amount. I've got 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and this is going to make 2 servings, 2 to 4 actually, depending on how big a serving you want it to be. A lassi is traditionally a refreshing beverage that's eaten on hot days in India, and it comes in two versions. It can either be sweet or salty, and I'm doing the sweet one, which is more recent in creation than the salty one, which actually generally has roasted cumin and other spicy herbs and mint in it. But even the sweet one has a little bit of salt, so I've got to add a pinch of salt, and even with that amount of salt we still have a fairly low sodium beverage. It's got about 7% of the sodium for the 2,000 calorie a day diet. Also, I'm going to add another ingredient that is traditional with this, and that is cardamom. Now I'm using ground cardamom, what you see here, and it's fairly expensive. The container this size of ground cardamom costs about $10, so you may want to visit with some other people and see if it's something you can invest in. You can also invest in the seeds, which is what this is ground from. Same flavor, and you could use a mortar and pestle to grind those down so that you have what we have here, but it's a lot quicker if you've got it all ready to go. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's got a pronounced flavor. You don't want it to be the primary flavor though, so try it. If you can taste it, then that's fine. It should be a background hint of, oh, what is that kind of approach, rather than, oh, there's cardamom in here. It's not the goal. I'm also going to add 2 cups of strawberries, and I've sliced these a little bit just to get the blender going a little bit faster. And I'm going to go ahead and start it. We're going to add a cup of ice to it, but I want to get it blending a little bit before we do that, and then I'm going to add the ice through the hole in the top. Okay, I think that's about ready. We just want it to get nice and smooth and a little bit frosty, the same way you would do a smoothie if you're familiar with making those. These are also more frequently in India made with mangoes. But for today, strawberries are the great way to go, I think, for keeping costs down and really enjoying the taste of summer here in Oklahoma. I'm going to put just a little bit of mint on it, because mint is one of the flavors that we often see in the traditional salty version, and it looks really pretty on there. Again, this is a fruit lassi for Oklahoma Gardening. This is Barbara Brown.